Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know that I've been doing a lot of gaming videos and I'm going to stop doing that because maybe they're just not working for me. But I did want to touch base on something that I've been going through, and I know a lot of creators go through this as well. And if you've watched any of my videos, you know that I talk very much about mental health and how much streaming and content creating can do to you. So I'm going to sit with y'all for just a second and really dive deep into what I've learned taking my own break, because I'm just now getting back from a break. I'm just kind of touching base on some of the things that I've dealt with, and hopefully it helps you. If you've been in this field for X amount of time, if you've experienced any form of burnout, you know that you have decreased in creativity, motivation, and overall productivity. So by taking these kind of breaks and taking a step back, these could really help you. So we're going to go over some signs that you need to look out for that tells you that you need to take a break. Burnout is the number one thing that everybody experiences. You have a decrease in creativity, your motivation, and your overall productivity is just it's gone. It's not there anymore. You have a decrease in your quality of work. You're no longer producing top tier work, which it's because you're exhausted. You have a lack of inspirations. You literally have brain shits, and you cannot really focus in on ideas and be creative in the realm that you're in. Believe it or not, even being exhausted from creating content and streaming, you can experience some health issues such as headaches, eye strain, and overall back pain can indicate that you may need to take a break. Another key factor that you need a break is that you're neglecting the things that you usually do in your personal life. Like maybe you're not spending time with your family as much as you normally do, or the things that bring you happiness, like a certain activity, you don't interact with these things, and these could all bring you down. A decline in engagement. Now, I noticed that when I needed a break, I don't hang out in my Discord as much, and I noticed that it's really hard on my overall quality because I feel as though I'm not 100% myself. I can feel that I'm not 100% myself. I don't really hang out with people when I'm not 100% myself, which I have noticed a decrease in activity in my Discord because of this. Because I'm not as active, my Discord is not as active. Feeling stuck is a number one key factor in all of this. If you feel like you just have a really hard time coming up with ideas, you have a form of writer's block. Or another thing that I noticed that I go through is if I am sitting there and I have a list of ideas. I have a full database full of ideas of videos and stuff, but none of them draw to me. Be okay, this is the week that I need to put this video out. And they were all really good ideas. It was just that I personally didn't have the motivation to record any of them. Ultimately, it is important to make sure that you take these breaks to prevent you from having burnout. Now, these can also help produce better quality work by you making sure that you're taking care of yourself. Always listen to your mind and your body as to what you need to do to make sure that you are putting out what you should. I don't know if I worded that right. I probably didn't. So you're probably wondering, how can you prevent this? Number one thing is make sure you have scheduled time off. Scheduled time off gives you a break to reconnect with yourself and make sure that you're okay, you know what? I got this. This is my time. It's where you just have time just for you. So make sure that you take these breaks and have them scheduled. My next one is already scheduled for August. Communicate with your audience. Now, my one thing that I like doing is I always try to kind of play with the idea. Hey guys, I'm thinking about taking a break. What are your thoughts on it? And most of the time, my community is you need to take a break. You work way too hard, which is good because they understand I am mentally and physically drained, and that I need to make sure that I am doing what I have to do for my own personal mental health. So one thing I do like to do is make sure that I set boundaries for myself. Setting boundaries could include how much of an interaction I'm going to be doing with my community. My main thing is I do want to make sure I'm constantly talking in my Discord, but I do set it back by about 75% because I want to make sure that whenever I am sitting there and I'm really trying to reconnect with myself, make sure that you set boundaries so that you don't have to check your emails, do a lot of social media communication. Make sure that you also turn off any of your notifications so it doesn't get tempted for you to be able to check them. Engage in self-care activities. For me, I went and got my hair done. I did not do my hair and makeup for the whole 2 weeks. I lounged around in my PJs and We went to walks, and I just focused on not working personally. I work so much, and the one thing I wanted to do was just not do anything. So I didn't touch anything. I literally did not post something that was already scheduled out to be posted. I just went with the flow of things and just let things just happen as they went. For those 2 weeks, I really wanted to make sure that I gave myself a full indication of relaxing and rejuvenating myself. So one of the things I like doing when it comes to relaxing is I now go on walks around the block, and it takes about 30 minutes. That's helped me a lot mentally, just because I burn that energy that was just sitting here. When you're sitting in a desk and you're just staring at a screen all day, you have so much built up energy that it either comes out in a negative light, or it just helps you so much whenever you release that energy. Limit screen time. Stay off of social media. If you play video games as your hobby, that's one thing. But when you limit how much screen time you have, make sure that you do other things like go outside, walk your dog, or spend time with the family, play a board game or something. Just do something that's different, that is away from anything that involves your work or a lot of screen time. Screen time is actually a very negative effect on the mind. So make sure that you are not too much on your screen. Reflect and reassess. Take this moment to think back on your journey. A lot of times people get so caught up on where they want to be, they forgot how far they've came. So I know I'm guilty of this. I came back to streaming, it would be 2 or 3 years this April. It's something like that. And when I came back, I didn't even have 1,000 followers on Twitch, and now I'm almost at 3,000. And I don't think about that stuff. And sometimes it's like, man, I'm at 3,000 followers, but I'm only bringing in this much viewers. And we all get caught up in these things. So you just need to think back on where you used to be to where you are, and just understand that you have done so much to get to where you are right now. You are not where you started out at, and you are continuously growing. So keep that mindset, stay positive, and always focus on the good stuff that's happening. And definitely do not focus on comparing yourself to other people, because they're on a separate journey than you are, even if you're on the exact same type of journey. There's a huge difference. So if you're trying to grow like your Instagram followers, maybe another person that did this over on, I'll use this as an example. So I have a friend that has a YouTube channel, and he started the June after me. I started the September before him. So I had almost a year over him, and I'm right now currently at 404 subscribers on YouTube, and he's at 10,000. But it's a big difference between what I produce and what he produces. And it's not that I'm comparing myself to him, but in a sense I am, because I'm constantly thinking on things like, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong that he's doing? And the difference is, I figured it out. I did not have a niche at all until recently of what I really wanted to accomplish. It wasn't until this past November, and I've been trying to focus more on that. And he's had his niche since day one, and that's all the kind of films that he posts is stuff around his niche. And that's the big difference between him and I. And he's collaborated with me on this channel, and I've collaborated with him on his channel. And I just recently did collaboration with him on a podcast where he interviews me. So if y'all want that, I'll have to get the link and post it down in the description down below. Reconnect with your passion. We oftentimes drift away from what we started. Why did we start? What is our why to do the things that we do? So I started streaming because I wanted to make friends, because my depression was getting too bad. So I have made friends. So I really should not be thinking so negatively in my realm of creativity. I have everything I asked for, and now it's like I think about that stuff all the time, and I need to like readjust myself back to my original mindset of staying on track as to why I did it in the first place, and why do I keep doing it. And I want to build a beautiful community. So I'm on the right track to that. I just had to keep my mindset focused on. So when you're ready to come back, you need to ease back into work. Now, what I mean by that is, even though I came back on the 19th, I've not done any work on the 19th. What I did was I just went into my calendar on the 19th and just fixed up my calendar. That's all I did. I rearranged some things. I put new ideas out. I pretty much did a brain dump on my calendar so that I know when I would like to do things, and hopefully I can make them work. And I didn't do anything for the rest of the day. And then Wednesday I got my hair done, and yesterday I did a makeshift photo shoot and changed all of my profile pictures. And then like I'm doing a little bit at a time, and here it is Friday. This video's got to go out on Sunday, and today I'm recording. Tomorrow I'll edit it, and then it'll be ready for Sunday, and then Monday I'll be recording another video. So do things very slowly. Don't jump right back in everything. Do things in a build yourself back up to your momentum because it takes a really long time to get to where you want to be at. Understand that taking breaks is not only good for your mental state, but it's also good for maintaining a good work environment and work. It also releases the creativity to be able to help you so that you're able to create more stuff. So these breaks are very important to the mental state, and it's also very good for you to kind of just take a step back and just look at the bigger picture. Now, once you look at the bigger picture, it's going to be a whole lot easier to come up with more ideas. You kind of get a better standpoint of what you need to do. So I know a lot of people struggle with this. I'm one that definitely struggles with this. So make sure you take those breaks and you do what's best for you and take as long as you need. It could be a day break. It could be a week break. I took 2 weeks. It could be a month break. It could be 6 months break. Take the breaks that you need. If you are involved in a streaming community, then you know that Sweet Tales, which is a huge streamer, funny as hell, she has taken like a 6-month break, and when she came back, everything was perfect just the way it was. They showed a lot of love. So if that is something that you fear, do not fear that, because the right people will show up for you. Guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.